Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to be looking at a new range of products from a new company called 512 Audio. If you've heard of Warm Audio, they're developed by those guys and they're based out in Austin, Texas. We've got here 5 products for their launch range to show you, and I'm going to be doing some separate reviews of the 2 microphones. So if you do want to know a little bit more about those and see what they're like, then do stay tuned for that. So get subscribed and ding the bell so you don't miss them. But in this one, we're going to do an unboxing and first impressions of the whole range, so you can see what they offer and see if there's anything that you might fancy picking up that could work for you. So let's get started. So I think I'm going to start with the headphones. These are their Academy headphones. They look very similar to the Audio-Technica AT range. So we'll have a look and see what we think of these. So these are using large 45mm dynamic drivers. There's a nice little information booklet in here. And these are studio monitors with precision tuned drivers, which 512 claim will deliver exceptional clarity when monitoring speech and vocals. So nice little hard case, nicely shaped as well, rather than just a flat one. It's got a little bit of a curve on it. Inside we have a 3.5mm cable. It's a threaded one, which will go obviously into the headphones, which is nice. And then you do have the adapter coily cable, which is always nice to have for some extra reach. So the actual headphones, they do feel a little bit plasticky on first impressions, but they are very similar to the Audio-Technicas. Let me grab a pair. Here are my 50 BTs. They are styled very similarly, actually. Be it these ones are Bluetooth and these are obviously wired, but they do have a very similar look to them. But manufacturers do copy other companies and things, so you know, it's not the first time we would have seen a product that looks similar to another. Let's pop these on. Let's just open these out a little bit. Bit of adjustment on the side, which is a nice notch with, you can see the incremental adjustment. Let's just make sure we've got the right side. Good isolation as well. A lot of the background noise from outside of the wind is just instantly gone. I feel quite comfortable though. So what do you think? These are going to be retailing at $99.99 in dollars MSRP, so $100 in the States. Probably work out a little bit cheaper in the UK, I would have thought, if they do end up coming to the UK. Nice soft ear pads, nice amount of padding as well. If you'd like to see a review on these, then do let me know. I primarily was going to review the microphones, but I could always look at these as well in a bit more depth if you want to know about those. So let's pop these to the side and carry on, because we've got a lot to get through. So this is a pop shield. Always handy to have to get rid of those plosive sounds. It seems to be, oh, it's quite nice actually. I like the way it's got a curved design on the 512 Audio logo. Nice and maneuverable, will stay where you put it. Nice metal thread as well. There's no plastic on this, it's all metal construction, which is nice. Even down to the, this is plastic I think because it's flexible, but that seems to be metal all the way down to the base. So really good in terms of quality. This pop filter is retailing at $39.99. So a little bit more expensive than just your generic one, which you can kind of get for about $15. But being it's all metal, unlike the one I've got on my microphone now that's got plastic parts, I would happily pay more for a better build like this. So let's pop that to the side for now, because I'm going to get into the meat of the video, which is the microphone. So the first of all, let's look at the Skylight. This is a studio condenser microphone. This is going to retail at $199.99 in the States. This is a XLR microphone with a 34mm gold plated capsule. And it also has a voice tailored frequency response to keep nice warmth in the vocals. So nice bit of foam on the top. Here's the actual microphone, and we've got some accessories to go with it. So a nice shock mount. This is so heavy duty, I love it. Let's see if you can get this a little bit closer up. Again, all metal, really nice. Nice threading on the bottom there as well for the microphone's going to screw in. You've got an adapter in there for different mounts. You can take that out if you do use a thicker mount. See on the top the rubber where it's going to prevent those shocks. Just absolute tank quality, I love it. So this does have a pop filter with it that will just go on with the elastic. So this one you don't need to buy an additional pop shield, although you always could use that if you want to make sure you've got the absolute best quality. No, nothing else included with this one. So in a nice leather, I want to say pleather bag, which is better because obviously it's not actual animal leather. And then the microphone. Everything here has got so much weight, but it's really nice. It's really good build quality. So here we go. Let's get a closer look. Let's get this into the shock mount. Very snug fit. Takes a while to thread, but that does mean it's nice and secure. There we go. It's going to prevent all those shocks. That looks really nice. Of course, on the bottom we've got the XLR mount, and then let's pop the pop shield on as well. Let's just, don't think there's any particular way. Probably would have said the higher parts up. Just pulls around. That looks really nice. It's absolutely, I can't say enough about the build quality. Absolutely exceptional. It's just all absolutely solid. Big props in terms of quality there. Nice 512 logo. I like the colouring on the box as well. It reminds me of NZXT, if any of you are PC enthusiasts out there. Very kind of purple colours, and it's nice. So obviously this one can be used with a desk mount, or you can put it on a boom. Now if you're into the podcasting side of things, then the next microphone is going to be right up your alley. So the next microphone we're looking at is the Limelight. This is aimed more for podcasting. You'll see you get a nice bag with that as well. Not quite as soft on the inside, but it's nice to have a pouch in the first place anyway. It's a user guide. So the Limelight is aimed towards podcasts, live streams, broadcasts, things like that. Unlike the Skylight, where you traditionally talk into it front on when it's upright, this one's going to be talking into the end. So it's very much like if you see the Rode pod mics up here, or the Shure SM7Bs, when you're talking to them on the end, it's going to be a similar style to that. It's going to be very up close. Again, this is going to retail for $199.99. Weighs a lot less than the Skylight does, without obviously all the extras that are on it, but it is aimed for different usage than the Skylight. So obviously the frequency responses might be a little bit different, and that's why we're going to be reviewing them and comparing them as well, so you can see which one's best for you. In terms of the mount for this one, you've got a thread that this will push through. Bit squeaky, that's what she said. And then do that up there. This is more plasticky, but it does make it a lot more lightweight. So if you are traveling to do talk shows or podcasts with other people, it's going to weigh a lot less in your bag than the Skylight will. So this will have a thread adapter on the bottom as well, so you can adapt to whatever kind of stand you want to use, or boom arm. We'll get into the 512 boom arm in a second. And of course you can just put this on a desk stand like this, if you're going to be talking into it like that, or of course you can boom mount it like this. So let's get these to the side and look at the boom arm, which is the final product from 512 in this round of products. Now the boom arm is going to be retailing for $89.99, so it is at the higher end of the arms prices. You can get loads of different ones on the market. Rhodes, obviously the PSA one is one of the most popular ones. Blue do a nice arm, as do Yellow Tech. The Mika arm is a very popular one. So let's just unscrew this. This is all metal as well, construction. There's plastic on the ends, but that's not going to be a big deal. This is a metal thread with a plastic end, but again, still feels pretty solid. There's also foam underneath, and I'm just literally going to screw this into this desk here. This is a cheap IKEA top, so I'd recommend you use something a bit more heavyweight if you're going to be balancing expensive equipment off of it, but this is literally just for demonstration. So let's undo this. A little bit of elastic to keep it together. This is obviously sprung, so it will shoot open. First impressions, it is very similar to the Rode PSA 1, like uncannily similar. If there wasn't any branding, obviously it says 512 on there, then I would have said this was a Rode arm just by the feel. I think this part here is slightly different. That's a plastic part with a plastic cap, obviously metal thread underneath. But yeah, it does feel very similar. So let's pop this in to here. So nice and easy to maneuver. My desk is having a little bit of a hard time with this mount because this is a cheap IKEA desk. It's like one of the cheapest they do. I use this table purely because if I scratch it, I can replace it without having to pay a lot of money. So definitely go for a hard, solid table if you're going to be using one of these mounts, because it has slightly dented the table. So I'm going to kind of help the arm a little bit here, but we can turn this upside down if you want to mount our microphone. All tightened up, and there we go. Obviously this isn't the way you'd have it for your own desk, because I'm obviously doing it as a camera, but this is how it would work if I just wanted to do a quick demo. I do like the mount. It's pretty good quality, all metal, minus like the threads up here, but you know, it shouldn't be a problem for longevity. What else have we got in here? We've got some Velcro cables, ties, just keep your cable management nice and tidy. And that's it for the box. So that's your lot. Let's pop on the Limelight just so you can see how that would look. And there you go, that's the Limelight set up as if you were to be talking into it. So you can put it to the side if you wanted to. So if you're talking to somebody in front of you, obviously you can actually maintain eye contact, or to the camera, then just pop it to the side like this. Then obviously you can run your cable up and along and down. There are some kind of like grooves that it'll sit in, so that's quite nice. Pretty good. So I want to just kind of put a little the feelers out there for any questions you might have regarding the two microphones, the Limelight and the Skylight. I will be doing reviews on these, so stay tuned, and as I said, ding the bell when you subscribe to make sure you don't miss them. So I think that's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you've got any more questions, or there's anything you want to see in the actual reviews, then do post down below and I'll answer it in those videos. Big thank you to 512 Audio for sending all this out for me to look at. Hope you enjoyed the video of the new products. Let me know which one's going to be best for you, which you might potentially pick up and add to your setup. And I think that's pretty much it. So thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one.